Hey everyone, it's John Gonzalez from MLive.com and Michigan's Best. And today we're talking chicken and waffles and why you need them in your life. All right, it's all coming up next on the Michigan's Best podcast. Emily McBroom, how you doing today?
Great, thanks for having me.
Well, of course, welcome, like I said, to the Michigan's Best podcast, and we're going to talk all things chicken and waffles. You are at Tupelo Honey in downtown Grand Rapids, Michigan. So what do you think about Grand Rapids so far?
I love it. I actually am born and raised in Michigan, so I'm so happy to be back. Love this little town here. It's super vibrant. They've been so welcoming to Tupelo. Definitely a little shiny spot on the block here.
I love that you said little town because you're coming in from Denver, and the whole Tupelo Honey brand started in Asheville, North Carolina. And obviously it has spread nationwide, and you're doing a great job here in Grand Rapids. But just last week you launched 3 new menu items, and I was a little surprised to find out that this is the first time you've had chicken and waffles on the daily menu there.
This is true. So we focused on our sweet potato pancakes up until this point. And a funny story, we used to get reviews of people complimenting us on our chicken and waffles in the past, even though they had our sweet potato pancakes while they were here. So I think very literally we've given the guests what they want and given them some buttermilk scratch-made waffles.
Well, those waffles are fantastic. But before we launch into the 3 different types of chicken and waffles that you have available, can you tell us a little bit about the history of Tupelo Honey and the fact that you are a scratch kitchen right here in Grand Rapids now?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, this company is an amazing company to work for. They really know what they're doing. We're excited to bring our touch of Southern cuisine to Grand Rapids, which is, there's a couple spots here, but they're few and far between. So something definitely unique, and the city has been loving it so far. Like I said, we've done sweet potato pancakes in the past. It's a big old stack of pancakes, fried chicken and bacon and eggs on top. And we've taken that idea that people really loved and given them everything stacked on a couple of waffles. We did 3 different kinds of composed dishes. So you can get the waffles by themselves, or you can do our country style chicken and waffles, which has got our famous buttermilk white gravy, and then our buttermilk fried chicken breasts on top. We've got an option to do our fried chicken thighs as well, which of course add a little grease and flavor to the dish. And then, yep, smothered with gravy. And then you get 2 eggs on the side. And then we've done a sweet and spicy, our Asheville sweet and spicy chicken and waffles. So that's going to come with 2 buttermilk fried chicken thighs on top of a couple of waffles, and then covered in our famous sriracha honey sauce. So it's definitely got a kick to it. We experimented with syrup and without syrup. It's sticky enough as it is, but folks really seem to like drenching it in syrup on top of the sriracha honey. Definitely kicks the sweetness up a little bit. And then the crown jewel, I think the real eye catcher, we did a mac and cheese waffle. So we've put a big old scoop of our cast iron mac and cheese into the waffle iron and baked it right in there. So you get a cheesy waffle, and then that's topped with our Asheville hot chicken thighs. So again, those are buttermilk fried chicken thighs. And then we cover that in ranch dressing made in-house and a couple of house made pickles on top of that.
When you go to Tupelo Honey, you're not going to go to have salads, although you can have a great bowl, right? Or a veggie option as well. Or you could have a little bit of everything, right?
We do. We're not necessarily known for our healthy options. So if you're looking for something healthy, this isn't your stop. We did add a couple of really beautiful kind of springtime flavor bowls to the menu as well. We've got our Mountain Harvest bowl full of veggies, a house-made cauliflower rice, topped with a bunch of greens, avocados, and then a couple of our famous dressings are white balsamic as well as our pecan vinaigrette. And then we did our rainbow avocado bowl as well. And that's been a huge hit. Again, super pretty, super eye-catching. It's got a bunch of springtime colors in it, lots of greens, as well as we did a roasted beet hummus in there that we make in-house. So it's a bright pink hummus right on top, adds a lot of flavor and a lot of color. People are loving it so far.
Awesome. Now, did I just see something come out of the kitchen and into your hand?
Did. Let me turn the camera so I can show you now. This is our mac and cheese waffle that I was telling you about. So you can't, the mac and cheese has been baked in there.
Oh my goodness. So there are the pickles you were talking about. And
yep, you got house-made pickles, 2 buttermilk fried chicken thighs, and then covered in our garlic buttermilk ranch, some chives, and then this one's got sriracha honey on it as well, because why not? It comes nicely with our with a couple of eggs, because we thought it was too small by itself, so we needed some more food on there.
And the mac and cheese is inside that waffle, right?
Yes, the mac and cheese, a big old scoop of our cast iron mac and cheese is baked right into the waffle. So they put it right on the waffle iron.
Well, I think it's pretty amazing that you're launching these 3 new items right now as we're coming kind of, 2021 in the and the COVID world. And people are looking for comfort food. But I find it interesting that you haven't had your traditional, chicken and waffles on your menu until now. What do you think? I know that you guys do a lot of research in what trends and what people are eating. I've talked to your owner before, and you guys take that seriously. So what is it about the trend, the feedback that you kept getting from customers?
Well, I think it's funny that we had been getting reviews this whole time where people were raving about our chicken and waffles. I know that our owner pays super close attention to our review, to our reviews, and to our feedback that we're getting from customers. And this was something that they really wanted. So I think that's been a driving force in the majority of our menu right now. We have a great marketing team and a great handle on what our guests want and what they like. While giving them a huge eye-catching plate at the same time. So we took this idea of chicken and waffles and added our own spin on it and elevated it a little bit. People have been loving it. I was just talking to a girl who's coming back to join the team here shortly, let her know about these new menu additions, and she was super excited. And I said, you don't even have to sell these. Again, we're piling this plate high with food. So when you walk through the dining room, even if you haven't looked at the menu yet, people are saying, what's that? What are they getting? Because it's pretty and it's huge. You walk by with a plate and it smells so good. So they're selling themselves for sure. We've got a ton of great reviews. We've had a spike in our influencer visits. So we'll host social media influencers, local news folk in regularly to promote our menu, and they've been reaching out to us this time to come in and check out what we've got on our new menu.
For those, that's really cool. So those that have never been to your place, what are some of the other top selling items on the menu?
So our bone-in fried chicken. So we do a honey dusted bone-in fried chicken. You can get it a couple of different sizes depending on how hungry you are. The most popular is going to be that half bird portion. We have a secret recipe, what we call our bee dust. So even I don't know what's in it, but I know one of the main ingredients is crystallized honey. So it's got a little sweet kick to it. It's added into the flour that we fry the chicken in. And then we use a big, huge pressure fryer. So it's not your typical greasy fried chicken. It's super greaseless, super easy to eat, and tastes crispy, light, and then that little touch of honey in there. A lot of people can't quite pinpoint why it tastes different or why it's not a KFC or a Popeyes fried chicken, but they love it because we've got our own little spin on it. You can get that in a couple different varieties as well. We've got the Asheville hot bee dust is what we're calling it. So it's a dry rub that we'll add on top that's got a little more of a kick to it. And then you can do that covered in our sriracha honey as well.
And I'm guessing you also do brunch and Bloody Marys?
Oh yes. Oh yes. So Tupelo Honey Cafe is a brunch spot. In each town that we're in, we're notorious for our brunches on Saturdays and Sundays. We do a bunch of different varieties of Bloody Marys as well as a bunch of different varieties of mimosas. So again, taking a classic, a brunch staple that everybody's looking for, and we've elevated it so that you got to come back here to get it. It's not just any brunch spot.
All right. Well, Emily, welcome to Grand Rapids. Welcome to Michigan. Welcome back to Michigan. We look forward to seeing you downtown GR at Tupelo Honey Cafe. Is there anything else that you want to add at all?
No, this was awesome. I'm so excited to be here. It's been such a welcoming team, both in the store and in the city. People know about Tupelo Honey, so I'm excited to get out here and meet and host everybody.
Where can people get more information about Tupelo Honey?
Visit our website, tupelohoneycafe.com. That'll have a list of our hours as well as our locations. You can find our entire menu on the website as well. Just select the city that you're looking for. And then we're available for reservations via Open Table. So you can do the app or just the website to make a reservation. I recommend if you're coming in, especially to the Grand Rapids store, to make a reservation first, as we're still at limited capacity. So tables go quickly. Yeah, those are the best places.
Well, I love coming in there because you're following all the protocols. You have your contact tracing information where everyone's in masks. There's hand sanitizer. You guys are doing everything right. So congratulations for that. And we look forward to seeing you down the road.
Right on. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you very much, folks. If you want to learn more about what's happening in the world of dining, make sure to go to mlive.com/Michigan's Best. Take care, everyone. Bye. Bye, Emily.